Hello, good morning everyone. Let us see the next part of MS Excel. In previous video, we saw how to use cut, copy, format, painter, paste, and also we saw how to use font, alignment and formatting, numbers, dates, text, percentage, etc. So in this video we will see how to apply a style to cells and how to insert cells and how to delete cells and how to protect, and also we can see how to edit the cells. The cells can be applied by ready-made styles either conditionally or unconditionally. So here we have different types of options. So these two are used to apply a conditional styles to the sheets. Now let us see one by one. So now I want to apply a style to these cells. My condition is I want to show which are failed, that is who secured a practical marks less than 150 either with color or by bordering the cell. So let me show you how to implement. ಕೆಲವೊಂದು ಸಲ ಈ ರೀತಿ ನೀವು ಟೇಬಲ್ ಹಾಕಿದ ನಂತರ ಕೆಲವೊಂದು ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಷನ್ ಅನ್ನು ಹೈಲೈಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವುದು ಫೇಲ್ ಇದೆ ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ, ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗುತ್ತೆ 150ಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಕೆಳಗಡೆ ತಗೊಂಡಿದ್ದಿದ್ರೆ ಅದು ಫೇಲ್ ಅಂತ ನಾವು ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. ಬಟ್ 150ಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಕೆಳಗಡೆ ತಗೊಂಡಿದ್ದನ್ನು ನೀವು ನೋಡಬೇಕಾಗ್ತದೆ, ಹುಡುಕಬೇಕಾಗ್ತದೆ. ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿ 149 ಈಸ್ ಅ ಫೇಲ್. ಸೊ ಇಂಥವುಗಳನ್ನು ನೀವು ಹೈಲೈಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಂತಂದ್ರೆ, ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಈ ಕಾಲಮ್ದಲ್ಲಿ ಬರ್ರಿ, ಇನ್ ದಿಸ್ ಕಾಲಮ್ minimum marks to get through in the trade theory is 33, but here some of marks are below 33. Suppose if you want to highlight such marks, then we can use this format, so which is best to use, best to implement such a conditional formatting to your cells. Now let us see how to use it. So now let me use on this column. ಈ ಕಾಲಮ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ನೋಡ್ತೀನಿ. ಏನಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಲೆಸ್ ದೆನ್ 150 ತಗೊಂಡಿರುವಂಥವ್ರದ್ದು ಹೈಲೈಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ವಾಟ್ ಐ ವಿಲ್ ಡೂ ಇಸ್ ಲೆಟ್ ಮೀ ಸೆಲೆಕ್ಟ್ ಇಟ್ and then I will go here, then I will click this one. So my condition is less than 150. Less than 150 I want to highlight. Then here some options are there: greater than, less than, between, equal to. So there are many options are there, but now I want to choose less than. So click this and then you specify the range. Less than what? How much? Less than 150. Less than 150. And what the format style you want, you can choose from this option. So here we have different. So by default is a light red fill with dark red text. So similarly yellow fill with dark yellow text, green fill with dark green text. So like that there are options are there. Even if you want to change your own format, then you have to go custom format. So now I will not go to the custom format. Among these I will select any one. So I will take a yellow fill with dark yellow text. So then I will say OK. So here this will be the yellow formatted, and it is showing that, it is telling that it is a less than 150. Now let me try to change some values which are already available here. So I will change the value of 212, that's 110. I will make it 110 and you will see the change in this. So this way what we can do, we can conditionally change the values. Now what I will do is, I will select this, and here also I want to apply the same condition, the trade theory marks secured less than 33. So I will go here and I will select less than and then type the value. So less than how much? Less than 33. Then come to here. Now the option whatever is there, I will choose the same option and then I will say OK. So here less than 33 is two data, one is this one, another is this one. Similarly, I will go to these two columns. I will take this, I will go here, so I will choose. Now individually you have to select because its condition is different and this column's condition is different. Therefore I will select individually. I will select this, I will go here and then less than I will go. So less than how much here? Less than 17. Okay, I will take 17, then I will say OK. So here you can say less than 17 is 12 as well as this one. So similarly I will take this one also. Now what I will do is, I will choose another one in between 150 and, or we can say 199 and 200. So in between 199 I want to highlight those cells which are coming in between 199 and 201, and highlighted color is, I will take the same thing whatever is set it already. So here you can see, so 299. So this is the only value which will comes in between 299 and 200. Therefore it is selected. So this way we can implement the conditional format. So now I will use one more option which is there in top and bottom. Top 3, I want to choose a top 3 highest scorer. So I'll go here, then I will click this one and I will click on this, and it by default top scorer is 10. I will make it 3 and then say OK. Okay, you can see the top 3 scorer. I will find the top 1. So top 1 I will go here, then I will take 1 and then I will say OK. So among these 5 he is the topper, highest marks. So this way what we can do, we can apply the conditional format. If they say that the score, this one is more than this, say that 500, the score is 500, then the conditional format will be shifted to here. So this way we can implement. Now with the datas of the cells, we can also show some data bars, color scale and icons. So here just whatever the format I have applied, I will remove and then I will show you how to use those data bar, colors and icons. So first let me choose all this data which are in numeric, and then I will go here. So to get the data bar, I will select this. So it is showing the data bar. So here this color is depends this colored bar is depends on the value. If there is a more value, then you will get a more color. For example, here you can say it is a 200. Now I will make only 50. The color will be reducing. The color is only this much. So on the basis of the content of cell's value, it displays the color. Even if you want, you can change the color. So we have different colors here. So we have colors. You can choose any one. You can choose any color you like. If you want more color, then you click here. So you will get options to change the colors here. Using another option, that is a color scale, we can apply the colors, various colors to your cell. That color scales are according to the values, the color will be changing. For example, it is a 12. I will make it 100. So color will automatically changes. That depends on the value of color. The scale of color of that cell will be changing. So even you can show the icons with the values. For example, here, so we have icons like this. So here it is showing the range. If the value is less, value is more, then all those can be shown by signal symbol. For example, if I make it 100, then the value will be ranging here. If I make it as 1, if I make it 500, automatically the range icon will be showing its values as per the values entered in the cell. So not only you can use this kind, we have different types of icons. You can choose any one. So this is various different types of icons. You can choose as per your requirement. Which one you feel suitable in your cell, you can choose it. Now you can apply the format table. So here we have different ready-made tables are there. Among these you can use and apply. So let me apply this one. So here it is an asking where your table is. My table is from here to here. Then say OK. The values format is applied to this one. But thing is, the display content is somewhat in white. That's why it is not showing. Yes, now it isn't visible. So this way it is automatically changing the format of table. You can use any one among these which are ready-madely available here. Even you can either change the cell format individually or entire table. For example, if I want to change this entire bottom row, then you can select it and then go here cell style, and then you can use any one. So if you want to select, if you want to change the format of this column, then out of that column, then you can select and go cell style and select any one option that you want. Or if you want the entire table, then you can use. Otherwise, what I will do is I will select this part and I will change the style of headings. So this way what we can do, we can change the cell style. Yes, it looks nice, very nice. So this way what we can do is we can apply the cell styles. Now we try to insert some cells or row or columns in between the already existing table. Suppose if you want to insert the value, or if you want to insert one more cell here, then select it then click on this. So it is asking insert cell, insert sheet row, insert sheet column, insert sheet. So here we have various options. So now what I want to do is I want to insert a cell only. To insert a cell, then click on this insert cell. So here it is an asking you insert where. So shift the cell right. If I say insert here, if I want to insert here, it is an asking for option. Shift the cells right. If the existing cell will be, you want to shift in the right, down, enter entire row or entire column, like that it is asking. So now what I will do is I will select shift cell right, then I will say OK. So the shift cell will be shifted on the right side. The 20 was previous here, now it is shifted here, and 159 was here and it is shifted here. 415 was here and it is shifted here. This way it is shifting on the right side. So like that we have options in this case. So that is a shift cells right, down, entire row and entire column. To insert the entire column, so click here and then say insert sheet column. So I am in this cell, or I will say that I am in this cell. I am in this cell. I want to insert one more column here. Then insert this. Then select sheet, insert sheet columns. So it will insert in here. Suppose if you want to insert a row, so you are here in this column, go here, then select insert sheet row. By insert option we can also insert the new sheets like this. So to insert, click this and click on insert sheet. So you will get one more sheet here. Next is delete. So here we have again options. So we can delete a cell, entire row, column or even sheet. Now try to delete a cell. Suppose think that you want to delete this cell. So select this cell and then go here and click on this. So it is asking. What it is asking? It is asking, so once you delete this, whether you want to shift the cells left. It means if I delete this, these lines, these cells content will be shifted here. If I say this option, if I click this, the shift cells up means these contents will moves up. If I select this entire row, then what happen? This entire row will be deleted. This entire row will be deleted. If I select this, then this entire column will be deleted. So this way we can delete. Now let us see how to delete only one cell. So select the first one, and that is shift cells left. So what happened? The content of the previous cell was deleted and the 12 moved from here to here, 134 is moved from this cell to this cell, and 191 is moved from this cell to this cell. Therefore, it is a blank. So in this way, what we can do, we can insert, we can delete a cell. Suppose if I delete with choosing another option, for example, say that if I delete cell and if I choose instead of left, if I choose cell F, then what happen? This cell will be delete and these values will be moved up. See, so this way we can delete a cell. Now let me delete a complete row. So which row you want to delete? In that row you select any one cell. So now I selected this cell. Take the cursor and click on this. It will delete simply a complete row. So that row goes out. So I'll take it back. So next is I want to delete this entire column. To delete the entire column, keep your or select any one cell from that column. I select this column and I will go here and then I will delete a sheet column. So this way we can delete. So to delete the entire sheet, now I am in the sheet 1. This is the sheet 1. So to delete this, so what I will go here and then I click delete sheet. So it is asking, it is confirmation, it is asking for confirmation. Yes, I want to delete. Then that entire thing will be deleted. So this way what we can do, we can delete cell, row, column and entire sheet. So next is format option. So using this we can resize the cell, row or column. So for example here resizing also can be done using this way. We can increase the width of column and also we can increase the height of cell. If you want to increase or decrease a group of columns, then select all the groups, all the columns and then resize any one. So you can observe all the selected columns will have same sizes. Similarly, row height can be also done using selecting number of rows and resize the height. This is one way of doing or resizing height and width of a cells or row and column. Another way is you can go here and click this for row height. It is asking the how much height you want. It is asking the value for row height. For example, I select this entire table and then I will go here. Row height it is asking. I will give row height is 20. Now you can see all row height is equal now. Similarly, if you want column width, then I will click it. I will give you here 20. So now you can see all width of columns are equal. They are equal. So like that we can resize the cell either by giving the values or manually you can do it. Suppose if you want to hide some columns here, so you can hide them. For example, if I don't want to see D and E column, select and right click and then hide. This is one way of hiding. Another way is you can go here and select hide and unhide option. Select column. So this way we can hide the column. Suppose if you want to hide the row, for example last row I want to hide, then select it, then go here, then hide and unhide, go hide the row, select the hide the row, so it will be hide. Suppose if hidden columns or rows, if you want to get it back, then what to do? Here some columns and rows I have hidden. I have hide them. Now what we do is let me unhide them. To unhide, select entire sheet, then go here, then select hide and unhide, and here you can select unhide row. So rows which are hidden are visible, but till there are some columns which are hidden. To make them unhide or visible, so go same option and select unhide columns. In previous class you studied how to apply the tab color and how to move a sheet from one sheet to another sheet and renaming also. So now let us see how to protect the sheet. So protect means once you protect, you cannot make any changes. So here now we can either type or edit or format, whatever we like we can do. But if we protect it, then we cannot do that. So how to protect this one? So to protect this, go here and click on protect option. So once again, so I'll select first and then go here, then protect sheet. So it is asking a password. So here I will give 1 2 1. I will give a number 111. So 3 ones I have entered, and again I will say OK. So it is for confirmation, again it is asking. I will say 111. OK. Now cell is protected. So if you try to type or any changes, it is not allowing you. If you try to change or delete or whatever if you want to do, then it will not permit you. So it is under protect. So to remove the protection, then again go here, then say unprotect sheet and give the password. So password was 111. So you should remember the password. So now it is, you can enter, you can delete, or whatever you want to do, you can do now. So now let us use some ready-made functions which are available in this option. Suppose if you want to add these numbers and find the total here, select the cell and go here, and then it is selecting the data of this row, and here it is automatically giving a function sum and also specifying the range, that is D3 to F3. Just enter. So this way what we can do, we can get the total. Similarly, if you want to find the total of these 4 numbers, So click here and automatically it will take and then say enter. So this is how it is automatically adding the number. There are many options, there are many ready-made functions which are given here, but we will going to study much more about them later. But whatever few functions are there, let us see them first. Then later on in later videos we will going to study in depth with some example. So now let me use minimum. So here we'll see who is having a minimum marks. What is the minimum total marks of this total? So select this cell and then click here, then say minimum, then enter this one. So here you can see the minimum number is 273, therefore the minimum. Similarly I will use maximum. I will select this cell and then I will go here, then click on max. So it will give you a maximum of the number. So among these numbers, 5 numbers, 46 is the maximum. This way we can use this option. Now we'll see a fill option. How to fill the cell's content. For example, here some datas are there. So let me repeat these values in the below cell. So here 1 is in one cell, next COPA is in another cell, and 7 is another cell. I want to repeat this in the bottom area of the cells. Select and also select the empty cells. Then go here, fill option, then select downward. So it will be filling automatically the remaining cells. To fill these values, that is Ravi, Namo and 15, in right side, select this like this, click here and click on right button. So this way we can fill either down, right, left, up and right. Other than this type of filling the cells, we have other types also. For example, if you want to type 1 2 300 like that, so you can, instead of going to write 1 to 100, you can type 2 numbers, select these 2, and here at the right left bottom corner you will get the plus symbol, select and drag down. So you can get the numbers like this. So if you want 100, then up to 100 you can drag and drop. So you will get the numbers like this. Suppose if you want 2 4 8 like that, then you can select, you write 2 first, number 2, then next number 4, then select these 2 and then drag down. Any number, any 2 number, if you write and after selecting, if you drag, then you get the next numbers. To generate January, February automatically, just write Jan and then click and drag down. You will get January, February automatically. Either you can do it column wise or even you can do it row wise also. Even you can get Sunday, Monday. So I will write sun and I will drag it down. See here. This is how we will have a automatic filling options. So now, how to fill the dates automatically? So here the date 1/1/2021. So if you want next dates automatically, so select like this, go on this option, then select the series. So it will give you one option. So from this, what you do is you check whether it is selected row or column. So we want the remaining dates in the column, so column is okay. And what type of data you want to increase, that is a date is also okay. What data unit you want to increase? I want to increase the data unit, that is a day. So day is also selected automatically. So simply what you do is say okay. So you will get automatically 1, 2, 3. So dates you will get. So this is how we will going to get it. Similarly, if you want to get the week, dates of a week, then what to do is, so dates of a week, to get the days of a week, select it and then click on this option, fill option, and then select series. So here check whether series type and date unit is correct or not. Date unit you can click on the weekday and then say OK. So here it is giving day of a week. Now let us arrange the data either ascending order or descending order. So here simple basic thing is given here. So in detail we study while studying the data tab. So only let us see how to make or how to arrange these records in sorted way. Click on this. First let me select this one and then simply click on this. Here it is in two options. One is the smallest to largest, another is sort largest to smallest. I will click this one. So here you can see this small will goes down and bigger one is goes up. If you select in reverse order, again it will, that is sort smallest to largest. So this is smallest to largest. This way we can arrange the records either ascending order or descending order. Next is find and selecting. So if you want to find, if it is a very big sheet and having a number of datas, and if you want to search, it's very difficult. So to search quickly, then we have option here. You can go here and then click on find and type the number which you want to find. So here I want to find, that is 40. So I'll take 40 and then I will say, I will go to the option. So within a sheet, okay, within a sheet I want to search. Okay, then everything is nice. There is no need to make any changes. Simply say next. So here showing the 40. Suppose if you want to search DFZ. So here you write DFZ, then say next. So it will taking you to the cell where the DFZ is present. In this way we can search the data from the cell. If you want to search and replace the content, that can also be possible. So again go here, then click on replace. So here what you want to find and what you want to replace. I want to replace 40, so change it at 40 by how much? 100. In the place of 40 I want to change 100. Then see whether you want to search entire sheet or not. Yes, within a sheet everything is okay. Search by row or search by formula, these are the options. You can either change or leave as it is. Then I will go to the find next. So here it is coming whether you want to change this 40 or is there any other 40. So if it is the 40 if you want to change, then what you say is still replace. So then close. So here you can see the 40 is replaced by 100. This is how we can replace. So in remaining part, that is go to special, formula, comments, you already learned in MS Word. But later on, whenever it comes again, we will going to discuss in the next video. I hope you all understand. Thank you for watching this video. We will meet you again with the next part of MS Excel. Until then, take care. Bye bye.